but speaking to the truth, I mean, that's what people want to hear. They want to hear the truth.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's cool that you're going with that.
Yeah. So that's why it's titled Sorrows.
Cool. All right. Let's see. Kind of worried about what some of these say.
I am too.
Oh, this one's for you, so I don't have to worry about this.
Okay.
Jaylene, what collaboration with a singer would you like to have in the future? If you have a singer that you could collaborate with, who would it be?
Well, I don't have a singer.
Or artist, yeah.
Definitely Kendrick Lamar. If I could work with Kendrick Lamar one time, I would die a happy woman. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I hope one day, even if I don't get to work with him, I hope I get to meet him because he's one of my favorite rappers. Yeah. Seems like a pretty
Kendrick's
cool
a
guy.
badass, so.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This is simple enough.
All right, so what do you hope for this EP and how will it push your career? So I think this goes for both of us. With this EP, I think I'm bringing more of my artist and creativity to the surface. Definitely a game changer. It's not stuff that people are used to me writing. It's not people, they're gonna be a little surprised, I think, by the new person I am as an artist. But really, it's not new. I've always been like that. I just never showed it.
Yeah. And going with that EP, I mean, you were able to kind of tell me what you wanted, and I was trying to kind of pull in something that was different, that maybe not as many people have heard this sound, and it's kind of an upcoming, I don't want to call it futuristic, but tried to make it a little bit different so it'll stand out for sure.
Yeah, Derek did an amazing job. When we laid down the tracks, I showed him, this is my idea. I gave him the chords, and he literally had it remixed in like a day. And I was shocked when he played it. I was like, that's it.
Rare though. It doesn't happen every day.
No, but it takes Derek's very talented with that stuff. Yeah, I think it's gonna help both of us, just like for people to see who we really are as artists.
Well, it's really helped me kind of have different variety too of stuff I may typically produce. That it's cool just to have, be able to work around something you may not be so used to. It kind of helps that creative brain of going, oh, I'm thinking outside of the box a little bit here. So.
Yeah. All right, your turn.
Oh, is this me? Oh, dropped one. We may have answered this question, or you may have. What should we expect with the upcoming EP? I think you kind of covered that.
Yeah, I think you guys will all be entertained by the vision that we have. Like that's our goal. Like, it's the entertainment industry. It's called entertainment industry for a reason. Okay, sorry, we're back. Sometimes Wi-Fi isn't always on our team, but is it my turn? I think it is.
Sure.
Okay. So, how do you think this EP will inspire people? I think...
No pressure.
I think people are going to relate to this because it has a lot more adult... It's talking about a lot more adult things. And I think people are going to, so here's my thing. I like to take sad lyrics and I like to put it with upbeat music. Because here's the thing, if you have sad lyrics, you can be sad and listen to it, but you can still listen to it if you're happy because it has upbeat music.
This is really interesting, not trying to interrupt you, but
no, go.
I actually read a quote the other day that said, when you're down, you listen to the lyrics. When you're up, you listen to the melody. That's
my vision, is I want people, whether it's male, female, whether they're happy or sad, I want them to be able to enjoy my music.
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how I hope it inspires people. All right, your turn.
Inspiration. Let's see here. How would you describe your genre?
I think this is more your,
I don't like genre labels, to
I
be
hate
honest,
it.
but
I think every artist hates it because we don't know.
I mean, it's definitely an electronic. I mean, it does have a pop vibe to it, but I hate saying that. It has a more like, I was going for more of like a futuristic. Okay, so I think about how we're going into 2019, and we always think how 2020 is like the future, and that's kind of the vibe that I was going with it. So there wasn't like a specific genre, but as far as when I'm playing with you, I really love playing synthesizers on your stuff, and I love kind of adding that with some guitar with a lot of delay. So that kind of added in. I think that's kind of what gives it that pop vibe. So it's not like actually a pop song. It's just synthesizers are kind of known for more of that soul stuff. But with your voice, I think you have more of kind of that soul sound to it. So it's hard to really describe what the genre is, because like when you came in with the original ideas, I mean, they're completely these soulful songs. Like the first demo you sent me reminds me of the Juno soundtrack. It was very acoustic, which we are going to put in some of that to it. So it's just,
there'll be acoustic versions.
Yeah, I don't like genres personally, but if you have something you'd like to describe it as.
I just, when I plug it into CD Baby, which is like where I put my stuff in to distribute it to Spotify and stuff like that, that's like the worst part of it, is I'm usually like, okay, well, it's maybe a little pop, maybe a little EDM, maybe a little bit like Amy Winehouse, a little bit like Demi Lovato, a little bit like Halsey. But honestly, I just want other people to decide,
Right.
I had someone else tell me the other day, when I let them have a sneak peek, they said it's a lot like, gosh, who is it? No, maybe it was you. It said Rihanna. Is that what you said?
I mean,
Sounds a little
I think
bit
it
like
would
Rihanna
be
style
a little bit
wise.
of what you're going with
Yeah.
that, and I think that's a great sound. I mean, I think it's something that's working out great. Forgot what else I was going to say about it, but I think what I was going to say was that I think it's more based towards, I think pretty much any style that you enjoy, you could find a little bit of that in every song.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely agree with that. So it's pretty much up to you guys what genre you think I am, I guess. What was the process of recording this tune? This is the fun part. So I call up Derek. I send him my demo on Gmail. I go, hey, listen to this. It probably sounds like shit because it's a rough draft, but please take a listen.
I don't care about that.
Oh,
If
no,
I can hear
nobody
it,
cares. As long as he knows that it sounds somewhat decent, that's all that matters. Sometimes I'll even send him phone recordings. I'll be like, here you go.
that's fine.
And when we listen to that through, he comes up with an idea, and we go into the studio, and we start just dropping. Usually we'll lay down guitar chords first, is what happens. We'll lay down guitar chords. I overlap it with vocals, and then usually he drops a click track to it to give it a little bit of a pop beat, and then he kind of just throws around
Then
some beats.
I'll kind of design around. I found more for myself, it's easier for me to design more around, like if you had the vocals, you can fill in different, guitar licks or synth licks and stuff in around and make it around your whole vocal collaboration with that. That was not the right word, but but then within that, like, I'll let you come in and you'll be like, oh, I like that sound, I like that synth, I don't like this. Oh, maybe take off that hi-hat on that beat, maybe a little bit less bass kick. So that's kind of, it just moves along. I mean, it's a process, but I think it's like painting a picture, or even like for all of the English nerds out there like myself. Like when you're writing a research paper, you write the rough draft, and then you.
I just stopped with finals. I don't need to look.
But like you'll go back and you'll go, oh, maybe I need to change that a little bit, maybe. So it's just a process, and it's for me, I just want it to go as smooth as possible, and I also want the artist and Jaylene in particular to be able to have that freedom to tell me, do it like this, maybe do it like that. So there's no rush. I just really want it to be a chilled out process.
Yeah. It is always chill, and Derek and I have so much fun in the studio.
Yeah.
Like, we're good friends. We work together outside of the studio. Like, we'll work at the Opry together sometimes, and we'll go out to eat together, and it's,
shoot the shit a little bit.
Yeah, shoot the shit. It's, recording should not be a stressful thing. I was always told if you're stressed going into the studio, don't even bank on having a good track.
Yeah.
Because it won't happen. But Derek does a good job of just making it fun, and
well, I appreciate that, because as a producer, I've seen well, working with other producers, like working underneath them as like an assistant, I've seen them bring in artists where, you know, we have this amount of time, we got to finish it this quick, we have to do it like this, you have no say, and that's what stresses them out. And I mean, I don't think it should ever be that way. I always want the artist to leave happy with the day and just how we finished it out.
Well, yeah, because like in the long run, you don't get a bunch of time in the studio, you know? Like you get about a good day, and then let's just hope you're not sick, and let's hope you have your shit together. Otherwise, you'll be in there a lot longer than you expect it to be. Yeah. All right, your turn. Yep.
Right. A few more here. We just answered this one. Jaylene, what is the process like working with Derek? I mean, we.
Yeah, I just answered that. He's fun. He's cool.
Oh, thank you. I think you're fun too.
Thanks. I try to be. Sometimes I don't know. Some days it can get long being the vocalist because we do a lot of. Sorry, I didn't take many retakes. On some of the other ones, you know, I had to make sure my voice was in shape and ready to go. If you're a singer, you'll understand. Do you have a city or venue you would most love to play?